How's everybody doing today? Hope you're in good health. Hope you're feeling, fine with the blessing that the good Lord has gave you, man. If you found your way to this video, whatever situation you in, just trust me, man. It's only time. Time will tell, and time will prevail. You won't be here for a long time. But in this video, man, y'all see the topic. It is. Let me get right to it. The 10 jobs that you can get on house arrest, if that's the situation that you find yourself in. If not, then these are just 10 at-home jobs that you can work from home. You don't have to be locked at home, but these are 10 jobs that you can work from while you're at home. You know what I mean? So I went ahead and put together this list of jobs that I believe anybody is capable of doing. You don't need any particular special skills, any type of college degrees. You might need to watch one or two videos and read one or two blogs to freshen up. But this is a list of jobs that pretty much anybody can get down with and probably pretty much participate in and make some money from. Just jobs that came to me. I probably will make a video like this once a week because there's much more jobs that you can get, believe it or not, and not have to leave the comforts of your house. But really quick, I won't make this video too long because I made another video like this. You guys can go back and watch it. This is probably like my second one making like this about getting jobs and stuff and being on house arrest and still trying to provide for your family. Again, we do cater to people that coming home or returning from prison, try to clean them up and get them back on the right road so that they don't end up doing the same thing that got them sent to prison. If you know anybody like that, our information is down below and you can share my information with them. We would love to help and work with them. All right. Number one, the first job that you can get while at home on house arrest is to be a truck driving dispatcher or dispatcher for any type of company. Dispatching, you do it all from your computer, all from your phone. It's all accessible. The load boards are accessible from online. The trucking companies and drivers' phone numbers are accessible from online. The FMC website, everything, all the information can be gathered online. It's a pretty decent field and career field that you can get into. It just requires you to know how to sell yourself, how to talk, how to go and find shippers, how to go and find drivers to match them up with shippers so that they can move the freight or the loads, and you can middleman the whole arrangement, because shippers, they don't have time to go find drivers. Drivers don't have time to go find shippers. So you as a broker or the dispatcher, you're in the middle. You meet the drivers with the thing that they're going to ship, they're going to move, and you meet the shippers with the driver that's going to move the product for them. So dispatching service, I think roughly to start something like this up, start the biz, maybe less than $100. You want to get you a name, you want to network around, you want to get your name out there, let people know about your services, and make you maybe a little website on Facebook or something. And yeah, just look into it. You might want to, do a little deep diving on YouTube videos to see what all it pertains. But it's definitely doable. Excuse me for that. It's definitely doable and obtainable. And it's a job that can be done while you're at home, dealing with whatever you're dealing with, or, just starting a new business, or, opening up a new endeavor or venture for yourself. This is something that you can come into your office and do from home. So that's number one, truck driver dispatcher. Number two is freelancer. You can make money day in and day out just off being a freelancer. So what a freelancer is a person that, if I am in need of a service, say I want to, I got a t-shirt and I want to sell t-shirts, but I don't know anything about how to design a t-shirt. So I'll go on something like Fiverr, OfferUp, one of those two sites. I really like Fiverr. And you can go on Fiverr and list your services. That's how you'll become a freelancer. So if I need the t-shirt, I'll go on Fiverr and I'll look for someone who knows how to make t-shirts. That person will receive my order, my request. Hey, I'm trying to make t-shirts for this non-for-profit that I run. The t-shirts, I want them to be black. I want them to be, catered towards a younger demographic, particularly males or particularly females that are in the urban area. I don't know anything about design. Ooh, can you help me? So you'll receive that message if you know how to make t-shirts or whatever, and you'll just doodle it in Canva or whatever software, however you make t-shirts, you sketch it up or whatever. You don't have to actually produce it. You don't actually have to make the t-shirt. You just need to make them a design and they can take it to the print place. So that's just one example. Or you know how to write really well. Well, people will say, well, I need a marketing strategy or a flyer wrote or an essay wrote or a business plan wrote or a memoir wrote for me. You'll receive that request and you'll write it and you'll send it back. You guys will lock in a price. Say you do the work for $50. You'll accept the $50 offer and he'll accept to pay you $50, and then the transaction is completed once you deliver the paper, the essay, or whatever you guys agreed to. $50 goes into your bank account. So that's Fiverr. I'll leave a link down below for Fiverr and a link on a little bit more about what freelancing is. But I think a freelancing service is a great service that you could do in your spare time. And the more things that you're good at, the more things you can list on Fiverr. So if you know how to make websites, you know how to write essays, you know how to draw, you know how to do voiceovers, you know how to edit YouTube videos, you know how to make business cards, you know how to, or if you just have insight, people just want to know things. If you're really know a lot about, if you just know about the urban lifestyles of Chicago and being Black in the Chicago, well, you'll write that down and put that out there in a certain way. I am an expert in urban economics or urban lifestyles. Believe it or not, there's people out there that have these papers that need to be made or need this information, but they don't know anything about living in the ghetto or the projects or whatever. They don't know anything about what you know. So list your services and get paid for what you know. That's being a freelancer on Fiverr. That's number 2, freelancing. Number 3, being a YouTuber. And we all know this is YouTube here. We all know you can come to YouTube, you can make a video, you can upload the video. If you get really good at making these videos, if you have a niche, if you develop out your audience, you know how to do thumbnails, you know how to research content, you know how to speak, you know how to craft these videos, you can actually build a following and build a community and eventually have your channel monetized, which means you get to put ads on it, you get to make money from it. So being a YouTuber is something, if you have free time at home, you can do a little bit of research on whatever topic is you want to make a YouTube video about. If you're making a YouTube video about jobs that you can get on house arrest, well, you'll first do a little research on finding these jobs if you don't already know, and then you'll just bring the research and present it to your audience. So I think being a YouTuber is something that a lot of people overlook. They think it's for kids or whatever, but it's not. It's a way to share information, as you can see here, and anyone can do it. So YouTuber, number 3. Number 4, babysitter. You're going to be at home. You're going to be sitting on your hands. You're not going to be going anywhere. Wonderful time for people to take advantage of you that have kids that need them watched for whatever reason, while they're at work, while they're at school, or whatever. You can list your services. You can start a babysitting if you have the accessibility of the house and the confines and you have the area and space. You can start a babysitting service. List your services, list your availability times, list, you believe it or not, people will utilize you. Start directly in-house with your family members. Give them good prices. Start off lowballing. Hey, it's just free extracurricular money out. It's just extra money for you. So list your services, list your time, make a flyer, make a list on social media. Let people know that you're available. Let people know that you're up for the challenge. Take on a project and get a referral. Have someone leave a comment and give you a good referral, letting them know that you're trustworthy, that you can be responsible with other people's kids. Let them know that you're available at odd hours, whatever your niche is. Maybe you can do overnight babysitting. Maybe you can do early morning babysitting. Maybe you're a 24-hour babysitter. Maybe you can babysit on weekends. List all of those services, come up with a price, a pay schedule, or what you're willing to do those services for, and then put them out there, let people know about them, and get paid for your services. So that's number 4, becoming a babysitter. Number 5, cook or a chef. Hey, if you're going to be at home, you're really good at making ingredients. You have time to study recipes. You can order online from Amazon and get all of the recipes delivered. You really you've really honed in on a skill or a particular menu or a particular meal that you just got really good at, became an expert at, a nice signature dish that you're able to make, maybe a pan of lasagna, maybe a full-blown dinner with, you provide sides, you provide descriptions about the meal, the descriptions about the way you cooked it, why you cooked it this way, how healthy it is in opposed to something else, why this meal is really popular, give a good description of the meal, make it sound mouth-watering, take good pictures of it, get you some containers, and you can monetize this. If you get the pictures, you make a YouTube video describing, what all it went into it, the before, the after, and people will come and gravitate towards your goods, your resources, what it is, your product. The more and better you are at describing what it is that you did, or what your service is, or how good it is, how people leave you reviews. And this can be something that you can sell. You can sell hot dinners on Sunday, with the pop or whatever. It's really not that hard. It's a no-brainer. And if you probably overlook this, but I would tell you need to be good, and don't, you want to perfect whatever it is that you do first. Do trial and error. Experiment these things with some people that you might know, that are comfortable with, before you go out there and solicit your services. So remember to get really good first before you solicit your services. But that's number 5, being a cook or a chef. You can cook meals for people on the go. They can come by, pick them up, woo out the band. Number 6, being an artist. Maybe you got a lot of free time. You can source from Michael's. You can get these paint brushes, these canvases, these art projects and stuff, and maybe you can craft and sell your services that way, just by being an expert, an artist. If that's something, this is more, I understand that everyone's not good at drawing, so this would be a more smaller niche revenue stream for a smaller group of people who have that talent, who are articulately inclined, or who know how to draw or know how to do artwork. But that's a good service that you can provide from home. And you can make a YouTube page, you can make a Facebook page, a Twitter, Instagram account, displaying your work and showing everybody what you can do. Let them know that you're available, that you can make personalized canvases, pictures, everything personalized towards them, towards their business, towards their family, their audience, their demographic, and let them know that you're available. You got really low, cheap prices, because you're going to be home. So, you might have a good price structure. Let them know that the time is right. You have open ability right now, and you can just sell your work that way. There's several platforms you can sell your work on. Just take advantage of them. That's number 6, being an artist. Number 7, being a community manager, a social media manager. This one is kind of new, but I think this one is pretty cool. So I want you to look up community management, and I'll leave a link down below to give a little bit more of a description on what all a community manager does. But very briefly, say someone like me or anybody has a Facebook group, a social media group, and they have a job, but they're not really able to post on the regular. So you'll manage their group for them. You'll be, if they have a babysitting group, you'll be going to get all the articles and just Googling stuff for them. Whatever they direct you on, that they like to have on in their group, you'll just be clicking, copying, and inserting it into the group, so that you're managing the group for them. You're making sure that these posts go out on the regular. You're responding to people who make comments on the post. You're always uploading new content for them. And people actually, this is a service that people actually look for, because it's time consuming, and they value the fact that they can delegate it off to someone else and they can go on with their life. So they're willing to pay. So again, you can list your services on a site like Fiverr, on Google Ads, on Facebook, and just let them know that, hey, I'm available. I will run and manage and maintain your social media sites, and set up an agreement, write a contract out, set up a pay schedule, set up, list all your services, what you're going to do. Always make sure you list and get, get okays on everything that you can do, on everything that you're expected to do or that you willing to do, and just go from it, right? Go on with that, with a contract, and be their community manager. So that's number 7, community management with social media. Number 8, salesperson. Um, this one probably is a no-brainer, but you can utilize Craigslist. You can utilize any of these outlets that provide jobs. Indeed, wherever you go to look, Monster, wherever you go to look for jobs, and just look for sales. Sales is a job that requires you to have a mouth, to have a phone, and to have a product. So you have a product, you use your mouth to sell it. Sometimes they'll provide you with the script. Sometimes you have to go off the cuff. But I personally worked with this company, but we were selling knives. We were doing knife demos, and I'll look for it and try to leave the link below. But they were doing knife demos, and all it took for me was to have Wi-Fi. I don't even think I needed Wi-Fi. I just needed to have a phone, be able to make the call, like all of us gets, telemarketing calls or soliciting calls, and be able to, describe what the product was and try to make a sale. So that's pretty cut and dry, right to the point. It's sales. Just Google working remotely from home, sales, and you should find several jobs that are looking for people in sales that can, make the calls. So that's number 8, sales. Number 9, investor. So number 9 is just simply educating yourself on investing if you're not already educated on investing. And if you have a little bit, this one requires you to have some passive income sitting on the side, and actually putting it to work. Now, do your due diligence, because investing is risky. Like all investments, anything with investing is going to be risk associated. So do your due diligence. But yeah, you can sit there and watch the stock market if you have the time. Just sit and watch the stock market, learn the stock market. If you have the time, the stock market is only open 8:30 to 3:30 Eastern, 8:30 to 3 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. So it is like having a job, but just sit there, watch it, learn it, understand it, and you can potentially go in and out of the market, buying stock, buying shares, selling shares, and make a little percentage on your money, and treat it like a job. If you get, good enough or more, educated enough to be able to do that, you can be an investor. That's number 9, investor. Number 10, online tutor. There's another one. If you have a niche, or you have some insight or something, or your previous job allowed you to, have an insight or be able to, you human resources, or if you're just good with, math, reading, or anything, and you're good at speaking and articulating yourself. And believe it or not, with all this online schooling and online stuff, COVID going on, there's so many remote jobs. That's another key word you want to just utilize, is working remotely. Go online and see what comes up with that word, or is attached to that word, working remotely. Yeah, you want to be a tutor. A lot of these parents, again, they don't have time to work and to manage their kids. So they delegate these tasks off to people. Maybe you have a degree. Maybe you can market yourself with that, attached with that degree. Maybe you took an online class. Maybe you can market yourself being knowledgeable in that class or that study. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you can schedule to take an hour, 2 hour, a day long online class, refreshing yourself on some type of training or skills, and then market yourself to be an expert in that particular training or class that you took. Or you just, you're targeting younger audience, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth graders, and you just know all of the stuff, the information that they are, because you've already, you're pretty comfortable in tutoring them with whatever it is that is in the eighth grade or whatever curriculum grade that they're in. So you just go about doing that. You're just a straight out tutor in reading. I just tutor reading, that's it. I just tutor math, that's it. I just tutor fourth graders, that's it. Fifth graders, second graders, that's it. And then just advertise your skills. Nowadays, you can get a website for very little. You can go to several places. You can go get quick websites made on GoDaddy, Canva. These are just two really easy places to start. And I think a website might cost you like what, $12 a month. There's easy ways to advertise yourself on social medias, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, TikTok. It's very easy to grab onto an audience and get yourself in front of them. Now, what you say to get you need to be catchy. You need to be always selling yourself. You need to be utilizing these YouTube videos to, write down little notes, how people tell you to sell yourself. That sounds good, and build out your audience. I think that is several positions and several different ways that you can go about getting a job or working while you're remotely isolated or remotely confined, while you're remotely constrained. And I think that if you like this video, remember, hit that like button, hit the thumbs up button for me, ring the notification bell. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this up, make some good, useful videos for people who are in situations right now, because I do understand my people are innocent until proven guilty, and you still have to work, you still have to eat, you still have to maintain the lifestyle, that you have to do. So I hope this video helps you in a little bit of a way or a lot of a way, because I think that we need to make videos like this, letting people know that it's okay and that life still moves on, and whatever you're facing, face it head on. Face it head on. And I think I'll leave it there. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to rant, but I appreciate y'all shining in, tuning in. This is Felon to Felon. If you know anybody that's returning home from prison that needs help or needs resources or needs some type of mindset, some type of understanding to get them to move forward, we work with felons. That's all we particularly work with. It's anybody that's been suppressed or anybody that's having a rough time right now. If you're on house arrest and you need to reach out to us. We might can help you to get through it if you're fighting a case right now, or if you just need some mentorship or someone to talk to. Appreciate it. The link will be down below. You can visit our website. It's undergoing remodeling now, but you can find our contact information there. And I just love you, Black people or white people or whoever you are, just my people. Keep encouraging yourself. Keep fighting to be better. And catch you on the next one. Peace.